Yeah, it is. I don't play for a bit.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. No chance. Swing it. System travel.
I'm ready.
Ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
50's the money. 50's the money.
On 1st and 10, Pryor. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On second down, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
No.
Check 24, check 24.
From the gun, Ebert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Ready?
Even, 4 down, even. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Ebert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Set, ready? 10 logo.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Nice.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's crazy. I'm ready. Yep.
Throwing on 1st down. Pryor. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Nice.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Yep.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Oh, wow.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready?
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Got it.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? I'm coming.
5. Hit it.
On first down, Pryor. It's caught. Mitchell. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He's going to go for a bit. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
We got 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Operating from the gun, Ebert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Here we go, set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Tight left, 4 down, 4 down.
Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, Ebert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ebert. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch safety creeping. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 4th down, Ebert. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Come on, D. Jim.
I'm ready.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
I'm ready.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 21-0 our score after 1.
Set, ready? 50, flank.
15, check by 15. So we got man.
I'm ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pryor nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to run in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Ebert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
There we go.
to try and throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Go out.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, Delta. 5.
Operating from the gun, Ebert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
I'm ready.
2nd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, it's Yates. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
70,
Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Ebert, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, echo.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Tight right. Hey.
Hey!
You got 4 down.
I'm ready.
Hey.
Now Jones. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll have a first down past the 40. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, Ebert. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing on first down. Ebert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. Past the 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Fair.
Yep.
Hey, Haywood.
Kill.
Hey, Sam on.
Yep.
Now.
Here's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
We got 3.
The pitch back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready?
5.
Looking to throw on second down. Ebert.
So far.
Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete from the contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready?
Ready?
Looking to throw. Ebert. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, no worries.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. 3 buzz.
2nd and 10. He finds Taylor, complete. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Watch twist.
Hard.
Watch the twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ebert. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a give, right side. Yates. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season, with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
I'm ready.
Five.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch twist.
I'm ready.
Shift.
Ready.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
I'm ready.
58 for Mike, 58.
Operating from the gun. Pryor, he's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I'm ready.
Hey, high 7.
To throw again. Pryor. He gets it to Humphreys. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm ready.
Off play action. Pryor.
Pick it.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Hey, Zoo.
I'm ready.
58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Look at me. Door. Back. Hey, wahoo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on.
I'm ready.
Looking to throw. Pryor. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
I'm ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I'm ready.
2nd and 11. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
On first down, Ebert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Let me know.
Bravo. Fight.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready.
To throw on third down, Ebert.
Oh,
and the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Go on. Get it.
On fourth down, Ebert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
I'm ready.
On first down, Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
60 Pittsburgh.
I'm ready.
2nd and 13. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Down. 10 Tucson.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
I'm ready.
Check 13. Hey, Foxtrot. Kill.
From the gun, Pryor. He wants it all for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Unbelievable.
A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Yeah.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Switch up. Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 3rd down, Ebert escaping the pressure right. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st and 10, Ebert. Flush to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, Ebert. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5. Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Ebert. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 4th down, Ebert. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
I'm ready.
He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, switch gears, switch
I'm ready.
gears.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pryor. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Ready?
He's got a first down past the 30. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens, they claw one back. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Go!
I'm ready.
Again, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Oh, yeah!
Hey,
I'm
Delta.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Pryor, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff looking right. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be red on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Hey, Echo. 58, right over there.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run. And 58 is a Mike. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 72 yards. They come out here in the eye. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll come out in the pistol from the 3 now. Here they come on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Pryor, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's go out here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Let me know.
Tight ends right. Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Defense.
So for the 49ers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season.
I can't remember.
And they'll be able to.
Hopefully I got mine. Yeah, same. We'll see. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I had two, but I didn't get one. Safety and linebacker. No, the other guy. I thought I was close by one linebacker. How many sacks did he get? 2, I think. Well, we can press advance, and then I don't play for a while, I don't think. So I might play. Yeah, I might play the computer in UK or something. Oh yeah, there's a spawn week 8, so I'll play my season I'll play my computer game week 8.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Have so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the night time. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep, hell. Keep it on me cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I really wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a way to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thundered. But I really like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the night time. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the night time. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep, hell.